another Tuesday. I'm super excited to be back here November 19th, 2024. Welcome to KUTV Rise Today. Welcome back to KUTV. Where are you watching us from? Please do let us know on the live stream. We are doing it live on social media, that is Facebook, on YouTube as well. Check out KUTV Kenya Live and then let us know on the stream right there where you're tuning into this show from and who else you'd like to watch, of course, what we have prepared for you all the way to 10 a.m. We're together until 10 a.m. So it's a morning breakfast TV show, unlike any other conversations which are prepared here for you, discussions with my guests as well as updates from your world. This is Biashara Tuesday. The hashtag to use is the hashtag Biashara Tuesday, which means we are speaking matters of business. We are speaking business in terms of what is happening with the economy. We are speaking business in terms of what you are doing out there, what our guests are up to, what I am up to, and what the state of money looks like all across the world. Exchange rates and whatnot, whether it's Bitcoin, the USD, and other currencies which are of our focus, including how we are performing in the foreign exchange markets. Those are updates that you definitely want to look forward to here, as well as political updates, because the business of the Republic is our business. Very interesting updates, of course, as well in that regard in the political field, and we'll be discussing further later in the newspaper review section. Of course, that's where most of the political discussions show up, and also a few of business updates as we will be looking at them from the Business Daily. If you have a peep at the Business Daily this morning, the headline reads that Kenya is seeking the United Nations help in trying to combat Starlink, or Elon Musk's Starlink and his entrance into the Kenyan market. Safaricom expressed jitters a few weeks back because Starlink is able to operate using its satellites, which are orbiting in space, providing low latency internet at speeds that are very favorable, and also prices which Kenyans and people all across the world really have come to embrace. So how's that looking like for business in the Republic, and what kind of regulation is Kenya looking forward to from the United Nations to ensure that Elon Musk's Starlink does not take over the competitors in this kind of market? Safaricom, most, of course, the one most affected, and others, lobby groups, which are now waiting on to see what exactly the regulations are going to look like in that regard. Hapo chini on the Business Daily, you'll see information that the government is seeking to raise more revenues for the next financial year, and this is going to be an additional of close to 340 billion Kenyan shillings. They are asking KRA to raise more money from what their target was this year at 2 trillion Kenyan shillings, and they're pushing this to 2.7 trillion Kenyan shillings. I want you to understand that what brought Kenyans to the streets June 25th was that target, again, by KRA to raise revenues to up to 2.6 trillion for the year's target. Now, that is less than what they expected to raise in the next financial year. What does this signal? More taxes, and there are proposals already from committees in Parliament. Public participation is going on in 6 counties across Kenya. Why only 6 counties were selected? That's also a question that many Kenyans are asking. But as that public participation goes on, some of the bills that were rejected in June are cropping back in other terms or in other names that have been tabled there by this parliamentary committee, which is chaired by Kuria, Member of Parliament, Kimani Kuria. So there's already ongoing discussions across the country, ongoing discussions in the National Treasury to try and raise more taxes for the next financial year. This is even as a report by the Nation shows that high living costs, unemployment, and taxes have pushed many Kenyans into poverty. The statistics in this report have revealed that millions of Kenyans have sunk into poverty, leading 2 in 5 Kenyans to be poor. That is, leaving 2 in 5 Kenyans poor in 2022, with 1 in 3 unable to meet their minimum food requirements. 1 in every 3 Kenyans is unable to meet their minimum food requirements. Continues to try and raise and seek more taxes from this very same Kenyans. We'll have a look at how those new treasury or those new bills are going to look like, what the new proposals are like, and why you are most likely to be affected. In the education sector, as KCSE candidates prepare to finish up with their final year examination the next few days. University lecturers, on the other hand, where these same students are expected to join in the new year, continue with their strike, which has now entered another week. And a lobby group is calling for the semesters across the universities to be extended, and this is to ensure that they cover or recover the lost time during this ongoing boycott, which is now at its 4th week, with little hope of ending anytime soon. The Dons are insisting that what the agreements were laid down in the collective bargaining agreement must be met. The salaries which have been delayed for years must be met, and also their new, of course, demands, including medical schemes, retirement schemes, which they are saying have been broken and are yet to get back on their feet. So those dons are vowing that they will down their tools up until the government gives them a listening ear. In Moi University, apart from the nationwide lecturers strike, they also have their own internal strike, staff and lecturers as well, who've downed their tools since August of 2024, and they are seeking arrears that are totaling up to 8.6 billion Kenyan shillings, which have been accruing since 2016. Rampant corruption, embezzlement of funds is one of those issues, which have been pointed out by this staff and lecturers at Moi University. And the East African, or the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has already summoned the Vice Chancellor to go and answer a few questions on Wednesday as regards to 2 billion Kenyan shillings, which are supposedly been, of course, misappropriated there in projects by this Vice Chancellor, Isaac Kosgei. So Isaac Kosgei and a few of those in the procurement department at Moi University will be showing up in front of EACC tomorrow to try and see whether they can recover this money or figure out exactly what happened. In politics, the church versus the state continues. We have been treated to drama in the past 1 week, where Catholic Church has come out to condemn, of course, the various issues which have been there since this Kenya Kwanza government took office in 2022. Abductions, corruption, mismanagement of the republic and the government, as well as, of course, forced disappearances and killing of protesters since June 25th of 2024. There's a fresh statement from yesterday night from the Archdiocese of Nairobi, the office of the Archbishop, and this statement is towards the donation that was made over the weekend by President William Ruto and government officials at Soweto Catholic Church. That all the money that was donated be refunded to the relevant government officials, including the president's donation of 3 million shillings for the construction of the father's house and 200,000 Kenyan shillings from the governor of Nairobi County, and other monies here which are detailed in this letter, which I'm sure we'll be reading later on in the newspaper review section as well. So tune in for those conversations which I've just hinted there, a bit from the education sector to politics and also to what is happening in the world of business. In discussions here this morning, I'm sitting down with members of Kenyatta University's finance, the Finance Society of Kenyatta University, FSKU. We've had very many discussions before on the show, which are around, of course, financial literacy. And this morning is just like that. And we have guests who are here for the first time. And these are Susan Nyota, who is the head of business development at Britam. She is here alongside alongside Vincent Njagi, who's the economics and finance student at Kenyatta University and also a member of FSKU, discussing the role of financial institutions in financial inclusion. It's important that young people get to understand what role institutions such as Britam play towards financial inclusion and what exactly financial inclusion really means for economic and social development. Muri Alex, who I just mentioned there, is showing up in the newspaper review section later with Ojwang Mariam. He is a youth leader at Tundu North. He'll be sitting alongside Ojwang Mariam, who's a youth leader in Roysambu, but also a colleague of mine here on Biashara, on Art and Culture Monday, rise today. So later, that discussion will be coming to you. Right now, going out to see what is happening on the roads. Updates from the World Alternative Routes News this morning. It is the 19th of November, mid-month. Let's see if there's traffic where you're at or where you're supposed to be heading to. And also weather updates. And we get back to matters of business on Biashara Tuesday. Interact with us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I'll be right back. All right, so what is happening on the road, courtesy of Mathri Route, the Motorists Association, beat inconvenience this morning and try and get safely to where you're at. Remember, arrive alive. That's the message from us to you every single morning. Arriving alive is more important than arriving early. So drive safely, take care of the rest of the pedestrians, the other road users as well. Ensure that you are vigilant with whatever it is that you're doing on the road. Outer Ring Road, OKENYE, completion of the road is what is being championed here by Mariwa Kathiri. And this road has continued to take lives of residents of this area. So completion of the road, good lighting and safe driving is what they're asking for on Outer Ring Road, even as they tell us that this morning is looking smooth for you. If you're coming from the sides of Umoja, or if you're coming from Donholm, now unataka kutumia Outer Ring Road to connect to where you're going to, that's looking smooth for you this morning. Thika Road, also same case, all the way to town and from town, there's no traffic, according to Captain Kerom on Twitter. Anasema kunakaa vizuri kwa wale ambao wanatumia Thika Road. But he has a question further to his thread, which is, have you ever wondered why they could never hold a marathon in Eastland sides because of bad roads and bad roads? Unaona wanaweza kubali mtu atoke majuu akuje kukimbia hapa kwetu. We're asking for all the responsible authorities to make haste and make our roads look international. They will help also in other sporting activities. So that's a request from Captain Kerom to the relevant authorities. Mombasa Road kumeanza kushikana. If you're Capital Center, umeambiwa urudi. Or if you're not at Capital Center yet, umeambiwa urudi, utafute route nyingine ya kutumia, probably the side of South B. It's not looking good for you. Grey Marwa anasema Super Metro Bus Company. Today I was in Westlands and yesterday I was in Westlands and wanted to grab a matatu back to Lower Membley Estate. So I had to look for their stage for a while, but once I was there, I was super impressed. So congratulations to Super Metro. That's a user, Grey Marwa from the side of Lower Membley Estate. Lower Membley Estate is just KM. I wonder why Grey Marwa is afraid to say that, but amefurahia sana alitupata Super Metro huko Westlands kampeleka hadi Lower Membley, that is in KM, right across Kenyatta University. Construction and rehabilitation of Kasarani Miki Road is continuing, and this is 4 years later. Be shamed here by Aero wanaambia kura, it has taken you 4 years. Sakata Johnson, umekuwa wapi muda huo wote? And again, anasema 2024 is on its way out. The best thing to do for your car is to install a dash camera. Car cameras, this is really important, especially in solving cases and safety related issues. So 2024 inaenda kuisha, ask yourself, do you have a dash camera to ensure that you're taking care of your safety? Na kama uko na any altercations with the road users or police officers as well, you have something to show to solve your case as quick as possible. It's 7:33 in the morning. Weather conditions 18 degrees Celsius. It does feel like 18 degrees Celsius here in the studios, the outskirts of Nairobi. For this week, this is how it's going to look like. There is expected rainfall today. Last week, I did tell you that the rest of the week was going to be rainy, and I hope you did take heed. So for this week, today, I expect some rainfall in the afternoon or from mid-morning, 18 degrees Celsius. Precipitation chances at 30%, and humidity at 91%. Tomorrow it's going to be raining with thunderstorms, thunder showers, that's what they're calling it. Chances of rainfall 100%. So take care of yourself. On Thursday, same thing, chances of rain 100%. And this is also thunder showers. Friday, same thing. Saturday, same thing. Sunday, same thing. Repeat on Monday, repeat on Tuesday. So for the next 1.5 weeks, the expected rainfall in Nairobi, in central regions, the highlands of Kenya, and western, the northern region of Kenya, rasha kidogo, as well as precipitation in 3 out of 5 days of the week. Carry your umbrellas uniformly and take care of yourself as we go out to look for that money. This is Biashara Tuesday. Short break. When I'm back, it's more conversations, more business, more money. Go far. All right. So where else to have financial discussions than on Biashara Tuesday? Because we're trying to get you money. We're trying to make you keep your money. And if you have no money yet, I'm trying to get you to where the money is at. So money conversations, financial conversations are here for you this day, unlike any other. The Finance Society of Kenyatta University, always very grateful to them for bringing these conversations on the financial spectrum and ensuring we cover a broad number of topics when it comes to money. The role of financial institutions in promoting financial inclusion in this society and the economy is very important, because we're trying to empower everyone, empower populations, empower students, empower the working population as well. And exactly how the financial institutions, such as Britam and the likes who are operating in this field, are in underscoring the potential of innovation and also economic development within this sector. This discussion this morning is coming to you. I am just moderating it, but I have guests here, Susan Nyota, who is the head of business development at Britam, and Vincent Njagi, economics and finance student of Kenyatta University in the final year. We're looking at strategies and the impacts of financial institutions and how we can harness this and what kind of insights we can get into our professional and personal lives to ensure that the financial systems are working for us to have a sustainable future, where we are not worried about what is the next thing in the economic of the republic. You can see what is happening right now. Yeah, the businesses are shutting down, the times are tough, taxes are coming ahead. In what ways can businesses leverage financial institutions to survive, to ensure longevity, to ensure sustainability? How can students and young professionals position themselves well in a career in finance to also contribute positively towards this very same issue that we are speaking of? So those are some of the questions we're going to tackle here, but more of yours online, KUTV Kenya, on the live stream, on social platforms, KUTV Kenya. My personal handles at Richard OKENYE_. Tag me. I'll have a look at it. Don't go too far.